You're good, bro. I'm just making sure he don't mess with you, because that's what he's gonna try to do. He was gonna try to come over here and tell you can't have your car here, which is right. He's right, but you can stand here. And he can't do shit.
Sidewalk.
Yeah, and that's it. We're not gonna say nothing else. Ya yo le dije a que no le digan más nada. I'm glad he parked that far. Hey, don't answer no more questions until your mom and dad gets here. You understand me? You hear me? He's not supposed to ask you anything without your parents here, and he did. He asked you a bunch of shit without your mom and dad. That's why I'm here recording it. And I'm live. What's up, Jolie Mac? How you been? I'm not a cop watcher, but I know a lot about this, and this is my buddy, and fucking dumbass ran over and he's a minor. He's a buddy of my friend's, and so I just want to make sure his rights don't get violated because he's a minor. So far, everything's all right. Cop's trying to be a little dick to me, but he already knows I know my rights, so. But what up, Jimmy? Long time, man. I'm only going live, so that if something happens to me, you already know what time it is. I will. I'll be careful. Thank you so much. I'm right by the police station in Cape Coral, so I'm like literally, that light right there is the Cape Coral police station. And I live right down this road, so not too bad. Remember what I told you, all right, bro? Now he's asking this neighbor who don't know nothing is going on because the neighbor ain't been out here questions, you know? So, well, I'll make sure my homeboy don't get his rights violated. That's all I'm here for. Hi, my daughter. My daughter's on here. Curly headed Lisa. That's my baby. Hi, baby. I'm making sure that my homeboy, even though he just got into a little wreck because he wasn't paying attention to what the hell he was doing, he ain't even supposed to be driving. But nonetheless, he's a minor, and we have rights, and they cannot violate them unless you give them up and you let them violate them. So, but yeah, black and brown lives matter. Actually, all lives matter, but yeah, for sure the black and brown ones do. I was just about to go to sleep. Oh, here comes the backup. They're probably going to try to tell me something, but they're probably here for me because they're afraid of the camera. How you doing, sir? I'm okay. Yeah, I've been pleasant. I try to keep it like that. Semper Fi. Hoorah. They taught me how to be tactful. They taught me how to tell people to go screw themselves without using those words. So yeah, I've been nice because just assert my rights. They did try to say something to me at first, and I said, yeah, do your job. Keep on doing it. And I'm just going to make sure you do it correctly. And if you don't, it'll be captured. But obviously he's in a bad predicament because of what he did. But nonetheless, his rights cannot get violated, so he doesn't have to answer any questions to them, which he probably will, which he probably is right now. But by law, he doesn't have to because his parents are not here. So if he's answering them, that's on him to waive his rights. But anybody that knows, when you get pulled over by a cop, you do not have to answer any of their questions. Just hand them your license. If you know if you were speeding or you hand the license, hand the registration, do whatever, and say, I don't want to answer any more of your questions, because their investigation, they're just going to use it against you. So if that speeding ticket or whatever they pulled you over for is bullshit because they can't prove it, you're going to get off once you go to court, as long as you have proof that you're not violating any rights. Your mom's coming out here? Oh, cool. Cop watchers. I'll post a video later, so everybody that's watching right now, I'll post a video later of what he did. he called us as soon as it happened. I came out here, I took a video of it, and then we parked our car down the street by my house so that my buddy wouldn't get in trouble for having his car in the middle of the road. So they're taking him out of the car. And I hope he's not searching it, because unless his parents are the only ones that can give consent to search it. So, yeah. Yeah, they can't search it. So, they gotta wait for mom and dad or whoever to get here, but. So I get to meet your mom's boyfriend. Yeah. This will be the way I get to meet him. They look so pissed, like, fuck. Yeah, he was driving, and I guess, when you look over your shoulder, you're not supposed to take the steering wheel and move it in that direction, and that's what he did. And he's a minor, so they're questioning him like they're not supposed to, because, like I said, if you don't know your rights, they're going to take advantage of him. And I'm trying to tell the kid to shut up and not say nothing, but he's scared, of course.
Did you see this accident?
No, sir, I did not.
How do you know him then? You walked right up and said he's a minor.
Because he contacted me and let me know that he got into an accident, so I came out here to make sure that he's going to be okay. Came out here to make sure that he's not.
Okay, fine.
That's it.
Know if you saw it.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it at all, no.
Okay. Yeah, he should be fine.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I know his mom, so.
Awesome.
That's cool.
That's good to know.
I mean, luckily nobody was injured.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of the big picture here.
Oh. Estaba guiando y dijo que cuando él viró para ver, no sé, viró la cara para ver, me imagino que se quedó el guía con él. Y porque de la manera que el carro está como si fuera para entrar para allá. So.
Jay, pero desde que yo hablé contigo, la mamá tenía que estar aquí, la mamá tenía que estar aquí ya.
Están en un restaurante, ahora viene de camino.
Están saliendo ahora para venir para acá.
Yo no puedo estar allí con Ney.
No.
Yo le dije a él que no hablara, pero el chamaquito no, yo le dije no hable, porque por ley tú no tienes que hablar. Tú eres menor. Si yo te pregunta, tú no tienes que decirle a ellos nada, pero le están preguntando porque el chamaquito es menor de edad y él no sabe.
Exacto, porque yo quería estar allí. Él estaba en mi casa.
Yeah.
¿Quién lleva a la policía?
Just told him to be quiet. No sé. No sé.
¿Y él por qué no te llamó a ti enseguida? Él me llamó, pero ya yo me estaba yendo, por eso tuve que volver. Pero ya la policía estaba aquí con
Cuando nosotros vinimos ya ellos estaban aquí. Sí.
Pobrecito, yo voy para allá donde está él, a mí no me
Pero
importa.
¿por qué no te
¿Quién dice?
Mira, escúchame.
Yo soy la tía.
Está bien.
Va a tener que probarlo.
Escúchame. Si él te llega, yo me llamaba de ahí en ese momento. Y
¿Cómo
uno
fue?
lo
¿Él
alerta
te
porque-
Él puede decir que no, que yo salí de ahí, lo que sea, pero nada puede sucederle a él porque él salió de tu casa.
No, yo no estaba.
No, eso no tiene nada que ver, ustedes andan juntos el día
Óyeme,
entero, son amigos.
óyeme, o sea, me atravesó un perro y tuve que cortarle.
¿Ah, sí?
Caramba.
Exacto,
¿Qué
un
perro?
gato,
No
lo
sé,
que sea.
Ya. Pero lo que pasa es que hay que...
Pero ya le están haciendo preguntas y ella, quién sabe lo que él le dijo ya. Por eso que yo le dije, quédate callado.
¿Y qué dijo?
Y no, pero él sigue hablando.
Sí, sí.
Hey, bro, don't answer any of the questions. Tell them I need my parents here.
Tiene que organizarse la solución.
Because they're wanting to know what happened and they're just going to use everything against you. I'm not interfering. I have to physically interfere. I know my rights. I have to physically interfere. I am on the pavement. You guys see this? I'm on the public easement. I am nowhere near their investigation. I am not impeding. Me talking to somebody cannot be impeding. I know my rights. That's why I'm here, sir. All right, thank you. So can you please tell your officer to keep on? And I don't even want you approaching me. I don't want you approaching me either. Because I'm not the one being investigated. So
I'm not allowed to approach you.
I don't want to be approached. I can walk away and I can, okay, so that's why I'm walking away from your approach. I know my rights. They're not going to violate mine. They might violate the minors, but not mine. They might violate his, but not mine. You can't. Do you know the constitutional rights? You can't ask a minor any questions without their parents present. Anything. You see, I mean, they got rowdy, but they couldn't do nothing to me. They came over here and said whatever, but they know they can't do nothing to what I'm saying because everything I'm saying is absolutely right. And I'm protected by the Constitution. That's what the Constitution is for. Americans. And then he tried to approach and I get away. You see how I got away? No, I don't want you approaching me. I'm not the one you're not investigating me. You're investigating the kid. And everything that he's telling you, you're going to use it against you, just like in every other investigation that you guys do. That's why I'm telling the kid, don't say nothing. Because they're only going to use everything that the kid is saying against him. They're not going to use it in his favor. They're not going to try to help him out and bail him out and say, oh, yeah. They're going to try to use it all against him. So that's the reason why I'm telling him to be quiet. And yes, my daughter, I will love to teach you Spanish. I'm going to. Once we have our moment. When we're working on that 64 Impala, the whole time I'm going to speak to you in Spanish. And you're going to learn it by the time we finish with that car. Yeah, I know he was coming at me for no reason, but you see how professionally I handled that. But I didn't curse. You don't have to do anything. You just execute your rights. Just tell him, hey, I know my rights. And if you violate them, he might handcuff me. He might try to take me to jail, but it's all documented. So when I fight it and I sue them and I take them to court and all that, all this is going to be documented. So I know my rights. As long as you know them, you'll be good. That's why I fought for my freedom. That's why I went to the Marine Corps. When I read my oath and I swore to the Constitution, I knew what I was swearing an oath to. I swore an oath to protect it, not violate it. Like some of these people like to do. They like to violate the Constitution because you don't know your rights. 99% of Americans don't know their rights because they don't teach you that shit in school. You got to go learn it on your own. Hopefully these are his parents here. No, they're not. They're not the parents. I love you, Lisa. She's on it. She's like, dang, they were coming at you for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. They try to intimidate. They don't want to be recorded. They don't want none of this being on. If that would have been me, I'd have been getting roughed up. They would try to make me throw my camera down on the floor. And I'm just telling the kid not to talk. Not to talk. Es mejor estar aquí porque si tú te paras en ese lado, él puede decir lo que él quiera.
Pero ella, cuando la señora llega a ver que yo estoy aquí con su hijo, que si yo me meto en mi casa todos los días, como yo voy a estar aquí, preocupada.
No, seguro, seguro.
Eso sí.
No, claro que sí, así coño, la mujer de Jason que vive ahí no está aquí.
Él me preguntó, he asked me, he's like, well, did you see it? I didn't. And I mean, if I would have, I still wouldn't tell you I did because I'm not legally required to tell you that I did see the accident. Because all you're going to do is question me and ask me questions and then use everything I say against the kid. I'm with my boy Jason, my neighbor, his mom, and his friends. They're out here. Jason's his friend. They're good friends. And Jason, I've seen Jason since he was a little boy grow up, and now he's taller than me. And, you know, the girls see him, and they know who he is. So he's real close to me. I've known him forever. No, me imagino que alguien lo llamó.
Oh, sí, seguro la mujer.
Me imagino que esa fue la mujer.
No, yo saco el tanque de abajo.
Sí, está bien.
¿Quién?
A mí, eso tú no ves que estás arriba del botón. Sí, no pueden acelerar.
La mujer quizás dijo, ok, ellos vieron el accidente. Yo no vi ningún accidente. Nosotros venimos aquí. Cuando nos dimos cuenta de lo que sucedió, fuimos, llevamos el carro y vinimos aquí caminando. Y él vino con el camión de él.
Sí,
Pero ya yo vine caminando.
Se fueron a pescar de por la mañana.
Eso no se puede decir nada.
No, pero no hay que decirle ninguna de las cosas que hicieron.
No te voy a decir. Mira.
Él salió, cuando él salió, esto sucedió y that's it. Él se tiene que defender a él mismo.
Espérate, no, él no sabe.
No, pero eso no significa nada.
Tú no te puedes, si tú te metes a defender, ellos te van a involucrar con ustedes. Y después eso te puede caer juicio a ti.
Mira, yo lo que digo es que él tiene la licencia, ¿cómo se llama?
No, él no tiene licencia.
Sí,
pero ellos le dijeron,
el permiso.
Yeah, he's supposed to be driving with a adult.
Exacto, con otra persona, eso es lo que le va.
Yeah. Pero por lo menos yo no creo que no lo van a llevar para la cárcel ni nada de eso.
No.
Porque si ya lo hubieran esposado y de todo.
Será para que se
Y
caiga.
ellos no le pueden esposar sin los padres aquí. Los padres tienen que estar aquí porque
Él
como
tiene
dije,
15, ¿no?
ellos no le pueden preguntar preguntas sin los padres ahí adentro.
Es verdad, tú tienes razón. Pasa que
Pero
uno
como
no
quiera
sabe.
le están preguntando y él
Uno
como
no
quiera,
sabe.
como le está diciendo las
Eso uno
cosas,
sabe.
ellos le van a seguir preguntando. Si tú le dices, yo no te voy como yo le dije, yo no voy a hablar contigo. ¿Qué hizo él? Se fue. Es lo que si yo no voy a hablar con él.
Nadie tiene que
Pues tiene que ir.
Como te digo, si me preguntan lo que me quieren preguntar.
Sorry that I'm speaking in Spanish, but my friends, they speak better Spanish than English, so it's easy for me to communicate to them so they can understand what's going on. But basically what's happening is they're asking, what should we say? I said, we don't say nothing. We don't involve ourselves. We're just here to make sure that nothing happens to him because at the end of the day, he's the one that, did whatever happened. And we're not going to say nothing because we're just bystanders. If we involve ourselves, then that can then bring judgment on us because then anything we say can be used against us. Luckily, the cops, I guess, know his parents, so I don't think anything's really going to happen, but the fact that they're going to have to figure out how the hell to get this car out. Oh, my goodness. And then you watch later when I ask for badge numbers and names, they're probably not going to want to give them to me, but that's policy that they have to. Yeah. Just for interacting with me, I want to know who you are, officers. And they're probably going to want to have my ID, but I can decline because I haven't committed a crime. In the United States, you do not have to ID unless you've committed a crime, where they think you have and they got proof of it, but suspicion is not a crime, so they can't ID you just because they want to. You see, if this was, if luckily he's a minor, he's getting treated this way. If it would be an adult or something like that, they would not be so nice with them. You see how they were trying to treat me and talk to me, but they're treating this like if this would be a brown or a black person, and I'm not being racial, but I'm just being for real because I've seen this happen too many times, and I'm gonna start doing this what I'm doing now more often. Whenever I see something, I'm gonna start recording and going live. But like I said, if it would be a brown or black or Hispanic, they would be getting treated a whole lot different. And I'm just stating the truth. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just being for real. Like, they would be going shit apes. They'd be fucking, the kid probably on the ground or some shit like that. You know what I mean? If it was a different kid. What's that? Huh?
Excuse me?
We turn off the video. He is a minor.
Oh.
Oh, I have constitutional rights to record, ma'am.
So you're filming
Okay.
a minor. So is that considered child pornography?
Is he naked? Is he naked? Is he doing a sexual act, ma'am? Come on, please don't start with me.
I mean, it's a fucking kid, really, y'all.
I have constitutional rights, and I'm not selling this video. I'm not gonna make money off of it. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal. So,
She's requesting.
and I am declining kindly because I have constitutional rights.
They didn't go against him or anything.
So, the reason why I'm doing it is for his own rights, and they don't realize that because they're not supposed to question. They're not supposed to question him without his parents here, and they did. That can hurt him, but they don't understand that. So I'm not recording because I'm trying to be a dick or nothing. I'm walking away, right? But what I'm doing is for their own safety, and she don't understand that because she's a bootlicker. She knows them, and she doesn't understand what I'm doing is for his benefit. I'm not doing this to hurt him. It's for his benefit, I promise. I do this all the time. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm not recording anymore that way. Stop interacting with me, ma'am. Thank you.
Stop
Thank you. Do not interact with me anymore, please, because I'm not recording anymore that way. I'm now recording something else, and I'm good to do what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop this live, and I'm just going to start recording regularly because I know my constitutional rights, like I said, and I'm going to get off this because this is about to get crazy. And yeah, you said it, baby. Karen. Someone getting Karen. But it's because the cops incited. They're the ones that solicited. They're the ones that like, oh yeah. Instead of saying, ma'am, you know what? He's actually right. He's helping you out constitutionally because we're here to incriminalize you. We're not here to help you. Nobody understands that. People really think that cops are here to help you. They're not. They're here to enforce law. So if they suspect you committed a crime, they're going to enforce that law. Why do you think they're not enforcing anything on me? Because I haven't committed any crimes. They're trying to enforce the law on him because he's a minor, and you know what he did. And she's trying to say I can't record. I'm not going to record out of respect. I can. That's why they haven't done nothing to me. If I couldn't, wouldn't I be breaking the law? Don't you think they'd be arresting me and doing whatever? They can't. I know my rights. God bless this Constitution and America. Look, they're telling this kid to do something that's possibly going to cause more damage to the vehicle. That's what I want their badge numbers and everything before I leave. This is the advice they gave him. Oh yeah, just drive forward and try to hurt yourself. Come on. Karen boy. It's so funny. And I guarantee when I ask for their badge numbers and ID numbers, they're gonna try not to, and they're gonna ask me for my ID, which I'm gonna decline to say as well, because like I said, I haven't committed any crime. This is not a stop an ID state. This is not Nazi Germany. They can't stop me and ask me for my papers. That's part of my Constitution. Look at your rights. Oh, nobody, I know. I bet you do. I bet you wish you knew where I live. Fucking idiot. Now he's talking shit to me. Nobody wants your papers. Something happens to her. Dile que se mueva. Tell her to move out of the way. Because I don't even understand why they're telling that kid to do that. That's the advice the Cape Coral Police Department gave them. Hey, just drive it out of there. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I get their badge numbers and shit like that. And if they keep on harassing me, I'm going to ask for a lieutenant or sergeant to come out, because that's my next step. Because, yeah. They're going to have to jack that car up to get that trash can from underneath it. Homegirl needs to get educated on child pornography. It's so true. She's telling them, take off your shirt. And the thing is, you have to understand this too. You can't incite someone. You can't tell him, hey, take off your shirt so it'll be child pornography, because that is illegal as well. You cannot make a situation out of something that's not. It's called exigent circumstances. So, and he's probably over there telling this lady God knows what, because that's how bootleggers are. Instead of them doing their own research on finding out what they're allowed to and not allowed to do, they just buddy up and team up with the cops. So, but I know my rights. I know them. I love the Constitution of America. Technically can't record everything because you were trying to help. Yep. Should be thankful. If I was there, I would be speaking straight up facts. Yeah, but the thing is, what I have to do is I have to stop the conversation so that she'll listen, because if we just go back and forth, they won't listen and hear what I'm trying to say. And what I'm trying to tell her is, look, I'm trying to help you out. You don't get that. And that's the cops are the ones that told them about the recording. When people tell them, oh, do you mind being recorded? It sets off this trigger. You do not have an expectation of privacy in public. And where am I? On the public easement. So whatever I can see with this, if this camera can zoom in 1000x and you're in your house fucking your wife, guess what? If I can see it, I can record it. You have to create your own privacy. And just because he's a minor doesn't mean I can't record him. Whoever the fuck told you that is lying to you too. But out of respect, I will not record a minor, because you're the parent, you're telling me not to. But your minors shouldn't record themselves on TikToks either, then, if you don't want people recording minors, because the minors are recording themselves.
No toquen nada.
the advice that the Cape Coral cop police told them was to drive it forward and remove. Like, really? I can't believe the Cape Coral cops told them to do that. Like, if you ask me, that's destroying evidence on a scene of a crime or some shit like that. You know what I mean? There's a trash can stuck underneath this damn car. And for those of you that are watching me that just joined, I'm gonna post this on my page so you can see it later. I'm gonna start doing this more often. We call it First Amendment auditing or cop watching, whatever you want to call it. They don't like it, but it's constitutional. They can't do nothing about it. So, one thing I will do is I'll get their car number. Look, see his computer, how it's open. If I want, I go on the other side and start looking up everything. He's probably gonna tell me to get away from his car, but his job is to provide his own privacy. He's supposed to close that if he doesn't want me to see it. See, and this, I'm just stating facts. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing like that. I'm just stating laws. You guys create the laws. They're supposed to be abided by. These people are supposed to enforce them, and they don't enforce them. But they will violate them. They will take advantage of you. They will steal your money. They will pull you over saying that you were speeding with no proof of it but their word. So my advice to you guys that are watching is start recording all your interactions with police. Some people just have dash cams on their car now. So when they get pulled over, the dash cam tells them the speed they were going, this, and that. Because 9 out of 10 times when you get pulled over by a cop, it's bullshit. And the only reason why they're pulling you over is because they do have quotas to meet. If they tell you they don't, they're lying. I got friends that work for the sheriff department, and they told me, yes, there are quotas that they do meet, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the more money they can generate, the more money they make because they get paid off those tax dollars. So, just like any other business, you know. But, yep, police is nasty. They don't play. And they will violate your rights if you don't know them. Jason, how many times did they try to violate my rights since we've been standing here? All day, right? But I know my rights, so they can't mess with me. Yeah. I'm gonna get him in trouble. You think I'm gonna get you in trouble, Jason? Let this lady know the advice I've given you in your life. Let her know the financial advice I've given you. I've been telling you to invest in crypto so you can be rich for the rest of your life, bro. But I'm gonna get you in trouble because I know my rights. If I'm gonna get in trouble, then how come I'm not in trouble? Karen, I know you're the kid's mom and all, but yeah, you're acting like a Karen because you don't know your constitutional rights. People that know their rights won't act like that, but people that don't know their rights will flip out and be like, oh my God, you're doing this. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about. My buddy got into a jam here and got himself messed up, and now look, Cape Coral police and told him to do this, and who knows if he hasn't punctured the gas tank or whatever, but this is the advice they gave him. He's a minor. They shouldn't be telling him to do anything, and his parents are just allowing him to do it. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have rights. You could tell the cop, listen, with all due respect, are you arresting my son? No? All right, then leave me the fuck alone and let us handle this matter. But you're giving us advice, and now who knows, it probably fucked up their car even worse. And the cop is trying to tell me I can't record and I have to stop recording. No, I don't have to stop recording. I know my constitutional rights. I am on a public easement, so I'm allowed to record anything I can see within. If I can see it, I can record it, and I'm going to record it, especially when you guys are here because you guys want to violate people's rights, and not me. Like I said, for those of you that know me, I did 4 years in the Marine Corps. I swore to protect that oath, and just because I got out doesn't mean I stopped protecting it. I'm going to continue to protect that oath that I took. And a lot of people don't know their right. They don't know their right. But thank you for joining. Get back to work, girl. Shout out to all the first responders and all the nurses and people in the medical and even police. Like I said, I'm not against police, but I am against police that do violate people's rights. You know? I know I'm walking in circles, but I just don't want to get called out for for child pornography again. Oh my God, I can't believe she said that. And like I said, it's only because they solicited her to make her think that or whatever. So the only reason why I'm not over there is because they already got beef with me. So if I put my camera down and I go over there, they're not going to be too welcoming of me. They're probably going to start fucking with me. So to keep that from happening, I stay over here and I keep on recording just in case it happens. I got it all recorded and you'll be able to see how they violated my constitutional rights. At first, he tried to say I was interfering with his investigation. I'm not interfering at all, because for me to interfere, I have to physically interfere. And I've done my research on my rights. I have to physically interfere in order for me to be interfering with their investigation. So you see what I'm doing? If you ever see cops pulled over, and even if you're this close to them, you're allowed to be this close to them. Because guess what? If there's a crime scene and they don't want you on it, they're supposed to tape it off. If they don't do that, you can walk up on it. They can tell you to leave, but their duty is to tape it off first, so they don't have to ask anyone to leave the crime scene. So, there's a lot of rights that people don't know they have. And like I said, if you don't know you have them, they will. It's like if you don't know you have $1 million, you think the bank's going to tell you, hey, you had $1 million in this bank account for like 7 years now, and we're just wondering why you haven't used it. No, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to keep on taking your money and invest it and keep on making money and not tell you that you have all this money in the bank. Same thing with the police. They omit telling you things. They don't tell you everything. They only tell you what they want you to know so that you live your life in fear of them and think that you have to do every single thing that they tell you to do, which is wrong. If it's not a lawful order, you don't have to do it. And you get pulled over and they tell you roll your windows down, you don't have to. As long as they can hear you and you can communicate, cracking your windows is good enough. If that had been me, I would have got arrested. You know what I mean? The kid's about to just drive away. Nothing's going to happen to him because he's a minor. Isn't he lucky? Because I was recording. Because like I said, if I wasn't recording, they probably would have already arrested the motherfucker. Took him downtown already before mom and dad get here. And you think mom and dad would have known that that's a violation of his constitutional rights? No. Because they didn't know that I'm allowed to record the kid. They don't know that I'm allowed to record him. You think that they're going to know any other thing that's legal and illegal? No. And that's the point I'm trying to prove. If you don't know what you're talking about, don't come at me, because I know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing like that, but I know what I'm talking about, so. But anyways, I'm about to walk off because this seems to be resolved and everything is ended. So I'm going to just start walking home. And hopefully they don't mess with me on my walk home, because there is no sidewalk for me to walk on, so. I'm going to stay right here. I'm not even going to ask for badge numbers or none of that, because I already know how that's going to turn out. But I think with license plates numbers and date of this incident and all that, I think I could get all that generated. Because somebody's going to be pissed off when they have to replace. Somebody's got to pay for that shit, you know what I mean? Sorry to say it. I know it's my friend and all that, but somebody's got to pay for the damage that was done. The kid got off. But we're ending our live, and like I said, it was successful. Nobody got arrested. And yes, you're right, Elisa. He is a minor. He's not supposed to answer any question without a parent or guardian present. That's why I was so adamant and pissed off and started recording these cops, because I knew they were going to question him without his parents here. So, but anyways, we're out, and it was pretty successful. Love you guys. Let me flip the camera just so I can show my face to all my people. I love you guys. I don't know if you guys can see me, but let me get out of the road though, because then they're gonna get me for that. I love you guys. See you guys. God bless. Like I said, I'll post this. I know you guys can't see me now, but I'm gonna post this soon, and just give me feedback, because I might start doing this, and who knows, I can get YouTube rich off this. So support me, my family. Love you guys. Bye.